With the holiday season quickly approaching, I know we're starting to think about the safety and comfort of travel, but what about the safety and comfort of our pets? Their family too, right, Lexi? Today, we're going to take a look at the Mitsubishi Outlander, which was recently rated one of the top 10 pet safe vehicles by Edmunds.com, and talk to Dr. Mark McGeo of Birkdale Animal Hospital about some very important safety tips for travel with our furry passengers. So Mark, what should we do before we travel?
Preparation before you travel is a huge part of traveling with your animals. Make sure you have recent records, make sure you have access to veterinary hospitals along the way, emergency clinics where you're going to be at your destination. Things just like you would travel with yourself, making sure you know where you're going and what you're doing.
Right, because they are a part of the family, so we need to make sure and take care of them as best we can.
Absolutely, and of course they're taking medications just like we are. And a lot of those things are flavored these days, so having those things securely kept in the car so they don't get into those things when we're having the stressful situation along the travels.
Right, because that'll just add more stress, like you
Don't need
said.
Yeah.
What about preparing the vehicle? What should we do for the vehicle?
There's some great cars out there nowadays. Full flat seats are a wonderful advantage for dogs in the back. It keeps them stable so we don't have injuries. They have containment systems that they can divide them off so they stay in the back of the car and they're not in the front bothering us. We also have things for seat belts. So we have seat belts that the cars have that the dogs can attach to. Same thing with the cats. We have carriers that those things can attach to seat belt to keep them safe.
And are there different sizes of harnesses or seat belts for the pets?
Absolutely. So some of those things are really specific to the breed and the shape of the animal.
Okay. So what should we do as far as the dog hanging their head out the window? Is that okay?
It's lots of fun and it looks real fun, but it's really dangerous. It's really dangerous for the animal and it's also dangerous for the driver too. We got to pay attention to what we're doing. So containment systems for these cars are huge.
Okay.
So keep them in an appropriate situation, keep them in an appropriate location. Child locks in the window so they can't get in and out when we're not planning them to be, like when we're stopping.
Right.
And when we stop along the way, some of these rest stops, it's a fun game for them. It's not serious like it is for us. So they get outside and they don't know where they are and they're stressed.
Okay, what about dogs in your lap?
It's fun to have, but do that at home. Don't do that in the car ride.
All right.
So the little ones are going to fall down. You're going to be paying attention to them and not the animal and not what you're doing on the road.
All right. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you coming out.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McGeo, for those great tips. Remember, folks, treat your pet like you would your child. Prevention and preparation are key to a fun and enjoyable trip with your animals. You ready to go for a ride? You want to go for a ride? Let's go.